Okay, welcome everybody to this edition of Jay's All TV and Sports Channel. Of course, I am Jazzy Jason Canio, and a happy Father's Day to everybody out there who is a father, grandfather, maybe an uncle, surrogate father, and of course to God our Father and our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. It is Sunday, June 16, 2024, and I am here for an update of what's been going on since I made the big announcement that I was leaving the David 3000 network, and what I've been doing since, because it's been, I guess a month and almost a couple weeks into June, and just wanted to let everybody know what I'm doing and where's Jason, Jason's been a busy man. Yes, I have been. First of all, let me say that I just wrapped up 29 weeks of, weight loss and hitting the gym now and working out in the routine and taking the testosterone pills, which are really helping. All in all, I've lost a grand total of 40 and a half pounds in 29 weeks. And I got to weigh myself tomorrow to see how much more I dropped or gained or whatever the case. But I'm thinking positive. I'm hoping to continue to drop more weight as we continue on this lifetime journey, as a lot of people have thought I was just going to give up after just dropping a certain amount of weight. No, folks, I got to get to 185. That's the goal, 185 pounds. So keep bringing the support, keep posting on my timeline on Facebook, and thank you very much for your continued, good, strong words and thankful comments. We appreciate that. Now, 3 YouTube channels are being, this is live on all of my YouTube channels that I currently am running, which is, of course, Jay's All TV and Sports Channel, The Legacy of New York, and the Queens New Yorker Archives. Let me say this much. On the Queens New Yorker and, of course, the Legacy Show, starting in the new season, which will be September, we're going to start... we're going to have an anniversary show, actually, for our 2 shows that are turning 10 and 5 years on the platform. The first thing I want to do is talk about the anniversary shows. Sometime in August, we're going to have a special here that's going to be broadcast over the 3 YouTube channels, including Jay's All TV and Sports Channel. So you'll get to see that great show. And I'd like to invite, of course, Jason Kelly, who's my announcer, Mr. Instrumentalist Nick Jones. Hopefully he will be able to join in the festivities. And anyone who would like to, celebrate with me on 10 years of the Queens New Yorker. It's been a great run since 2015. And we're just finding things to talk about pertaining to not just the borough of Queens, but the 5 boroughs indeed. So if you have followed us and you are continue to follow us, thank you for your support. If you've never followed us and you'd like to subscribe to the channels, we, of course, are on those channels right now. And I am live on those channels. So you can definitely keep an eye out for it. I want to bring up some of the pictures that you're going to see from not only the Queens New Yorker and the Legacy of Queens. That we're going to show you the anniversary pictures. We're going to flash these logos. They're already up on the group pages. So the group pages, you guys have already had first crack at these fantastic new logos that I have made over the course of the last couple of weeks. So let's go ahead and take a look at them. And I want to bring it up here. Let's see. How can I do this? Okay. I want to do screen one. Okay, that's what I want to do. Screen one. Okay, right now I'm going to show you what we have here. And I'm going to pull up this first picture, which is the 10th anniversary logo for the Queens New Yorker. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Take a look at that. I like that very much. It's a very nice logo indeed. Oh. Did I not? Oh, wait a minute. Okay. But this one right here is, yeah, this is the logo right here, 10. And then there's another logo here, which I'm going to scroll up. Whoops. Scroll up to give you, this is the 5th one here. So if we could pull that up, I don't know if we can see that. Whoops. There we go. Look at that. Okay. There we go. That's what I wanted to show you. Okay. So this is the 5th anniversary of the Legacy of Queens, which will be on, of course, every Sunday night. And if you follow me there, we have 110 episodes on Spotify. We have about 74 episodes on YouTube. And I got to get it cracking and keep uploading the remaining episodes from the past 4 seasons onto the YouTube channel so you guys can watch the back episodes in case you missed anything. But this is going to be the new logo for the 5th anniversary and will be for all of year number 5. So keep an eye out for that. And then I'm going to pull up the 10th one again here. There it is. There's the Queens New Yorker in the 10th anniversary. 10 years with all the gold balloons, the banner. Yep. I'm very proud of it. I made all these logos on Canva. So please do me a favor and do not copyright these. Do not steal these logos because you will be sued for it. Okay. I took a lot of time to do these things, and they are not to be abused in any which way, shape, or form. Yes, and the legacy does turn 5, my friend. Thank you, Emu. Hope you are doing well. We miss you. Canva, is that better than Microsoft Paint? Depends on what you're using it for. Okay, for me, Canva is great because you can actually take actual photos of what you've done before and paste them onto Canva. So kind of, if you found the logos and some of them are subject to copyright, yeah, you might run into that situation. Most of the time, I haven't had any problems with it. People are pretty good with the logos. If there was anything that, for that matter, I would have gotten some kind of a message or an email, and but haven't had anything of that sort. Although I will tell you one funny story that happened to me today. I was recording yesterday 2 episodes of the Jason Icanio show on Spotify. Oh, and he says, well, today I was finally able to figure out the problems with Camtasia renders. Okay, well, I'm glad you were able to figure that out and not being an issue for you. But anyways, getting back to what I was saying before, so I'm recording episodes 5 and 6. Episode 6 came out fine. So when I went to publish episode 5, I get an email this morning at 10:43 saying there's 2 songs in there that are copyright protected. I'm like, what is going on? So I look at the 2 songs and I'm like, son of a gun. I won't name the 2 songs because it says it's third party. But I'm thinking, okay, what about the rest of the shows, And he also says, I'm probably going to be using an older Camtasia to get my 5th Plump show. Okay, well, good luck with that. Let me know if you need any help with it. So I respond back to Spotify saying I'll go ahead and delete the whole show and find some other music to replace those 2 songs. Not a problem. So when you go into the Spotify page for WJAY Internet 4677, where we have the Jason Icanio show, and of course, all of the audio parts of the Queens New Yorker and the Legacy of Queens, and the spiritual page, That's where our audio podcasts are. But when you go to the internet station and you look at it, you'll see that episode 5 is gone. So what I'm going to do tomorrow is rebroadcast episode 5. I'll upload it with some different songs and hope and pray that Spotify doesn't come back and say, no, this one's no good. So I don't know what's going down with it. I chose two or three different songs and cleaned up the list a little bit. So I'll take care of that when the time comes. Okay. Now, getting back to what I was going to also say, wipe those tears. Yes, you guys, this is, of course, the overlay for Wipe Those Tears. And there will be a season 2. We will change it up a little bit. I'll get a banner ready to go. I'll create a new banner for my friends, my tier masters. This is the background. The background will stay the same, but the overlay will have season 2 on it. I'll come up with some different things for that. So keep an eye out. We'll resume our regularly scheduled Wipe Those Tears on Wednesday nights, starting right after Labor Day weekend. Whenever that is. I think it's, I know it's the first week in September. I'll get you the exact dates. So to Gianni and to Mark Leota, to Scott McVeigh, and of course to Brandon Bogard, we'll see you, of course, in September for that matter. Okay. And also, too, I want to say that I'm going to be bringing back the news program, but not DMS 3000 News. No. It's going to be WJAY News. That's right. Because it's coming from WJAY Internet 4677. And what we'll do is we'll have that nightly program on 5 nights a week at around, I want to say, about 7:30-ish in the evening. Gives us an hour and a half to go in there and really delve into some great news stuff, because I have some fantastic interviews coming this September with some surprise guests. And if you'd like to be on my show as far as an interview and have the time, drop me a line. You know where to find me. Okay. So I want to extend that invitation to anybody and everybody who knows of me, worked with me as far as that's concerned, even Mr. St. Dennis himself. If you'd like to promote his channels, be glad to have you on the program here. Now, as far as the game shows are concerned, the recordings, let me go ahead and explain what's going on here. I have not yet gotten in contact with Brandon Scruggs. I am pleased to announce that Tic-Tac-Toe, Joker's Wild, and Blockbusters will resume their regularly scheduled new seasons. The recordings will hopefully start the end of June or the first week after 4th of July. So like July 8th, because they still have to run 5 more episodes of Tic-Tac-Toe on the David 3000 network. So I'd like to get all of those remaining 5 weeks done. So that way we can start with all 3 of the new seasons of the 3 shows. And what will be happening is that all of them will be recorded via MVG Productions, via Brandon Scruggs, probably on Monday nights. And I would like to have Brandon Martin and all those guys come over and play the games just like you normally do. Even Mr. St. Dennis, you're invited too, because you are a contestant. Like I said, friends, me and David are still talking. We haven't, even though we parted ways, we communicate at least once or once a week, or twice, two every 2 weeks, depending. He'll touch base with me and see how everything's going. But mainly, I'm a one-man band, one-man show, because this is the channel. These are the channels I'm running, and hopefully they'll be able to, you'll be able to subscribe to the channel on YouTube and be able to see a totally different side of things. Now, that's not to say, as I mentioned in the other videos, it's not to say to just go ahead and unsubscribe to David and his channel. No, we don't want that. The idea was not to take away his views, let alone his subscribers. Okay? They are very loyal to him. I respect him for that. And that's the way it's been since. So, as you can see, even though we parted ways, there's still 1.29K subscribers on the David 3000 network. Thank you. I say you've done yourself very good. But like I said before, come on over because we have some different programs, and it's good to explore. Explore your horizons, expand out, and we'll still have the 3 game shows that I have exclusive rights to hosting, and of course, like I said, we'll have the news program, and I'd like to come up with a new program in September called Versus, VS, Versus, taking 2 things and putting them side by side in comparison, and have you vote on what you think of the 2 that after I've described them is the better of the comparison. Okay, versus. So if we had Coke Zero versus Pepsi Zero, and you told me, okay, after I explained, each one in grave detail, showed you some of the pictures, and gave you some descriptions, I'll let you vote on it. There will be a poll at the bottom of the screen where you can vote for what you think is the better of the 2. So, however long that program, and I think it's going to be about an hour, we'll give a half hour to each description. At the end of that hour, we'll go ahead and see who reigns supreme each week. Okay. Topics will vary amongst anything and everything. So, and if you'd like to submit topics for that show, great. I haven't come up with a logo yet for Versus. I have not come up with the new JAY News logo yet. If you have any ideas or would like to make a logo for the show, be gratefully appreciated. We always can use talented, artistic people around here. All right. For that matter, also, too, this is also being broadcast on the New York pages as well. We haven't forgotten you. We thank you for your continued support. The Queens New Yorker archive page has grown subscribers since. It was hanging around 16 or 17, and it's now up to 21 subscribers. Thank you very much for your continued support of the Queens New Yorker archives, especially the people in Queens Images and Historic Pages, where we have over 10,000 members in that Facebook group page. Thank you very much for your continued support. Appreciate it. So like I said, I'm going to be busy. I am taking some time, though, for myself and to help my mom around here. We're going swimming in the pool. We've got some different changes and things coming up. The schedule is going to be to where a pace where I can handle it. And so, of course, if anything does come up where I can't or won't be able to tape or record a show, you'll know what's going on with us, an update in the Facebook group page. That's how I'll communicate with all of you on a wider scale. If you need to talk to me individually and you are a friend of mine, please drop me a line with your concerns, your questions, or anything of that sort, and we'll get it taken care of for you. Okay. In the meantime, also, too, I want to let you know the spiritual page, the spiritual hour will be here tonight. I'm going to be recording either at 8 or 9, whatever the case. We'll have an hour program for the 11th Sunday in Ordinary Time. Got 2 more comments. Okay. Let's see. In other words, your summer, Jason, has gotten started. Well, I wouldn't say it had. I think it's already had started because as I launched the radio station on Spotify, that's when it really started, which was 2 weeks ago on the 3rd of June. That's when my summer really started because all of the Queens New Yorker and the Legacy went on hiatus. No new episodes will be recorded until September when we come back. But those anniversary shows are going to be live here on StreamYard, and I hope to have a great group of people I can get up. And now that I'm an actual paying subscribed member also too, I'd like to say that, let me see, where do I have that? I have it somewhere. I'm not sure. And it's not in my, no, it's not in my, I don't think it was. No, okay. There is a link on the bottom of the page where you can go ahead and get your own StreamYard account or upgrade your StreamYard account. And for every time you do that, I get a $25 credit. So be great if you want to, because with StreamYard, you can host your own shows, do whatever you need to do. I have the basic package where I did nominate one person, and that's Scott McVeigh, because Saturdays with McVeigh and Jay. Can't forget that show. Every Saturday starting in September, Right after Labor Day weekend, that second week in September, we'll be back with our second season. We've done 7 shows so far, so I'm continually uploading the remaining shows that are up there for you. Okay, and let me see. Let me give you the background. There's the background for Saturdays with McVeigh and Jay. There's the overlay right there. Scott McVeigh, great friend of mine. He has access to the page, so he can invite everybody in. So when we do wipe those tears, Gianni, Mark, Brandon, you'll get the links to the pages so you can come in at that moment. I would say arrive about 15 minutes early if you can. If you got to be late, just let me know and we'll make it happen. Okay. But this was the Saturdays with McVeigh and Jay. Great show, and we had some fun, and we aim to continue that in the new season, and hopefully have more. Because we started back in March, we did 3 months worth, and even though the both of us got sick in the time and during the spring, we decided to. I decided that was one of the things. Is I give my group of people who I work with all the time off that they need. I think it's important to know that having time off or if something does come up, that we'll be able to reschedule. So you may not see something that is actually nothing is ever set in stone, folks. We're making so many changes at this given time, but we try to keep it as consistent as we possibly can. But things come up. So please do check the Facebook group pages for current events, current times, my recording schedules for that matter, because that's going to be vitally important to you. I'm also on Discord, but I'll be using Discord mainly for recording the game shows, not so much doing any kind of live chats there. Anything with live streaming, I'll be doing here on StreamYard. But of course, all of our audio programs will be on Spotify and Spotify for podcasters. We're going to try to get to the other platforms as well. And do enjoy the music, because that's one of the things. We have a great variety of music from the 70s all the way up to today and various genres. Takes a playlist of about 18 songs to make a 2-hour show. So if you've got a playlist, a group of songs of 18 that you would like us to play, we'll be more than happy to get them on the air for you. And we'll dedicate that to you and announce your name on the show. And, it'd be fun to have somebody else's music and to see what kind of playlist we can put up there. So enjoy that show. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, the Jason Icanio Show on Spotify. Okay. And then, like I said, the Spiritual Hour will be on Sundays. The Legacy of New York and Queens will be on Sundays still. Saturdays with McVeigh and Jay will be there. I'm trying to figure out a way to do the baseball play-by-play, but I don't know if we're going to have that. Also, too, I'm on Tuesday mornings with Snowman in the Morning with Brian Snow. I have a segment called From the Stretch that features a little more in-depth talk of not just what happened over the weekend with the baseball, but some old-time memories and some other things not related to not just the New York Mets. We talk about anything related to baseball, but anything that's on our minds or something of the sort. And you're just going to have to watch, because you never know what we'll be talking about in that half hour. And then in September, I'll be there at 11 o'clock with my permanent time on the show with Brian Snow. So my relationship with Brian Snow has opened up a world of possibilities, and I thank him for that slot for that half-hour slot every Tuesday to come and share some baseball and definitely talk hockey during the hockey season. So, watch me there, because I'll, and of course support Snowman in the morning. Snowman Multimedia. He's a great guy, Brian Snow, and of course MVG Productions, the Channel 25, and of course to Eric Lima, who I basically think is a great guy. And he just reached over 300 subscribers on his YouTube channel. Congratulations, Eric, on a job well done. You deserve every bit of it. And you just keep going, staying consistent. You do what you got to do to keep your channel going. And remember, whatever they say about you, trolls-wise, haters-wise, you keep just doing you. You stick to the truth and never never let your guard down on it. Okay? So I've talked to you guys for about 25 minutes so far, and I'm going to be prepping for the Spiritual Hour in just a couple of couple minutes here after coming and signing off. But I do want to thank you for tuning in, and I hope you do able to watch the back. This will be, of course, uploaded onto all of the 3 YouTube channels. So if you have a chance, please go ahead, like and subscribe. And of course, we'll be seeing you with the announcements on the Facebook group pages for the anniversary of the Legacy of Queens and the Queens New Yorker. Okay, from all of us here at the WJDC Studios in beautiful Real Florida, I'm Jason DeCanio. Thanking you very much. Have a great night. And remember, be honest, be real, and keep it simple, stupid. Kiss. Good night.